Alright, so we are live. We are live talking some MCU, of course. I don't know, let's just wait for some. So, always, everyone. I think you're pretty much the only person here watching, but, yeah, we are good. I'm doing good. So, this is pretty much gonna be the first. Oops. Moment. Alright, yep. Hello. Let's try to get more people to join. Let's try to get more people to join. Um, so yeah, MCU talk stream. I don't have any notes, but I'm gonna be going in order. I'm gonna be talking about the Marvels. Then we're gonna be talking about the Marvels. Then Loki season 2. Then Deadpool 3. Then Avengers: The King Dynasty. Then Fantastic Four. So what's going on with Avengers: The King Dynasty and the rumored Avengers: Eternity Wars. The rumored, I think, third Avengers movie after I think the third Avengers movie after Secret Wars, I believe. I don't know, or possibly before. Um, but yeah, Brick Street Boy, welcome to the stream. So I've got a question. Okay, all right. What is your question, White Car? I have my Chromebook here just to look over some articles or like look over some rumors. But yeah, the Marvels. But yeah, ask your question first. But yeah, like I said, I watched the Marvels last night. I was originally gonna watch it last weekend, but um, I had to quit. But I had some home. I had to do some. Had to prepare. Had to revise for some quizzes, which sucked. But yeah, I watched the Marvels yesterday, and I feel like this movie it's overhated. I feel like the Marvels is overhated in my opinion. I feel like the hate that the Marvels gets, or like the hate that Captain Marvel gets, is unnecessary. Yes, can people some yes. Why do you have a mask on? Oh, to hide my face. I don't want to show my face. I don't feel comfortable to show my face yet. So at the moment, I'm wearing this. I wore this in the Confess vlog. I've worn this in previous streams, in previous videos. So this is how I hide my face, and don't mind the Fortnite shirt. I just wear this whatever the hell I want. But yeah, so yeah, going back onto the Marvel, I think the Marvels is kind of a very overhated movie, and I think like I said, Captain Marvel, she was a boring character. I'll give people that she was a very boring character, but I don't think she deserved the. I don't think Brie Larson deserved all the hate and threats that she was given. I don't think she deserved it at all. Um, and I feel like the way they do Captain Marvel in this movie, they give her more of a character. Okay, but we'll get into that later. Um, but yeah, so yeah, I think the Marvel and so like the Marvels was fine. It was actually a decent movie. I just went in with her. I just went in. Um, welcome to the stream WTSE, right? I don't know. But hello, welcome to the stream. So like, what was I saying? Yeah, I kind of like went into the Marvels when my brain turned off. And it was like kind of like I don't know. The only expectation I have of that movie was it has to be better than Quantumania, better than Quantumania or the first Captain Marvel movie. That is like the main expectation I had, and it exceeded on that expectation. Where it was way better than the first Captain Marvel movie and Quantumania, which Quantumania was the most disappointing Marvel movie this year for me. I didn't watch Across the Spider Verse, unfortunately. I didn't because I'm still trying to see if I can get a chance to watch that movie for the year end. Still gonna see if I can get a chance to. But yeah, so Quantum in my opinion was like the worst Marvel movie of the year, um, and the Marvels like it takes the goofiness. I can put it this way: Quantum was such a goofy movie. The jokes didn't work at all, and so did the characters. The characters in the movie didn't work. The only thing that carried that movie was Kang. Jonathan Majors as Kang was the only thing that carried that piece of crap. Okay, and the movie was just not that good. I would say it's sort of better than Love and Thunder, but that's not saying much. But yeah, the Marvels, on the other hand, actually kind of did take the humor. Did the humor better than Quantumania, in my opinion. They had better characters. I really didn't pay attention too much to the story. I think it was kind of this basic, generic story. And that just felt like, okay, there's this villain who is just trying to, like, open these portals or jump points or whatever, just to help her planet. Okay, and the Marvels have to stop her because what she's doing is wrong. That's it. That's the entire movie. Okay, but it does kind of it does make the movie interesting at times. The dynamic between Captain Marvel, Miss Marvel, and Monica Rambeau, the dynamic worked perfectly. I think that was like the best part of the movie. Their dynamic, their chemistry, that was, in my opinion, the best part of the movie. And I think like my favorite interactions of the entire movie. I think my favorite interaction between those three was definitely either Miss Marvel or Photon, and it was either Captain Marvel and Photon or Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel. I think like the scenes were like I think the scenes with Captain Marvel and Monica were actually very well done. I think you can kind of feel the emotion and connection there. I love your channel. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. The channel has not been doing that great recently, but still trying to do my best. And also because life has been being a pain in the ass for me. But yeah. But yeah, thanks for that, man. Thanks. So I think I'm getting lost. I don't have any notes. This is my first time doing this. I've never done a review like this before. So bear with me. But I definitely feel like definitely feel like the scenes with Monica and Carol were actually, I think, the ones that had the most emotion to them. I think that was actually one of the best parts of the movie for me. In my opinion, that was one of the best parts. I'm just kind of going to non-spoilers, and then going to go into spoilers. But non-spoiler thoughts. What else? Oh yeah, Miss Marvel was the MVP of this movie. I absolutely loved Iman Benali. I don't know how to pronounce his name. Iman Anali? I don't know. But she was definitely by far, I think, one of the funniest things in the entire movie. So was her family. I think the scenes that her family was given were actually pretty good. But Miss Marvel was really the MVP of it, and I can't wait to see more of her. She's one of my favorite Phase 4 characters, right next to Mobius. But like somewhere going around the top 5 favorite Phase 4 characters. So I really did enjoy Miss Marvel. I didn't like that suit that she was given in the movie. I did not like that suit. Still have yet to make my Miss Marvel custom. And you can see that I barely started on her. I just kind of just painted the hair and the mask. If you can see maybe a bit more lighting. You can see it there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I've done for Miss Marvel. Wow. And speaking of Marvel, I'm actually going to show you the figures for the Marvels that I've been working on for the past, I don't know, month or something. About close to finishing Photon's arms. Okay, this camera. Okay, this camera's not working for me. This camera is not working for me. Yeah, there we go. So Phase 4 was probably the best for me. Well, I know that everyone doesn't have that opinion, but I respect your opinion. I respect your opinion. Although Phase 4 was not really my favorite phase. I think my second least favorite phase of the MCU. I don't know, but Photon. That's pretty much all I've done. Her arms are pretty much almost done, and Captain Marvel. I need to finish painting the torso, and I need to start on the arms soon. And I have about a month and a half to do the entirety of Miss Marvel, which is gonna be a very complicated figure for me to make. But yeah, where were we? So yeah, I really did love the dynamic between the three main characters. Really loved it, and I hope to see more of. Um, my favorite movie was Thor and Spider Man. Spider Man makes sense. Thor, in my opinion, that's by far the worst MCU movie. In my opinion, that's by far the worst MCU movie. But I'm not gonna argue with your opinion. I'm not gonna argue with it. Everyone has their own opinion, and I will leave it like that. So, but yeah, it doesn't do that. I keep forgetting that streamer can do this. But yeah. So yeah, the three main characters, absolutely love them, and I absolutely love, and also the fight choreography, like the way they use their power switch, or like when they use switch, like that was actually, I think, one of the best ideas that Marvel has done recently with the MCU. Like that's like such a cool and unique idea. Whenever one of them use their powers at the same time, they switch and like they use it to their advantage, and I absolutely loved it. I actually had a really fun time watching. I really had a fun time watching those scenes, and I hope, and I hope that we can guys kind of get something similar like that in the MCU soon in the future. But I just love the way they were just using their powers together, just switching and fighting the main villain. That was like such a cool idea, especially the opening fight scene. That was actually one, I think, one of the best parts of the movie for me. I really didn't like the music that much, but I absolutely loved that scene. So that was actually, so the fight choreography was done so well, and I love how Miss Marvel uses her powers. I mean, and I think that, I don't think that, I know that may not be everyone's favorite opinion, but I absolutely love Miss Marvel's powers. I think they're so unique and cool. Um, and just using her powers, like the way she uses her powers, making force fields, extending her arms, and using that to like while switching with Monica and Carol. That was like so cool. I really can't wait to see more of that in the MCU. Really can't wait. Um, but yeah, I'm moving away from the characters now and talking about the main villain, Ben, Tom Hiddleston's wife. Um, I thought she was fine. I thought she was fine. I don't think she's like the worst MCU villain. She was definitely sort of forgettable at times, but like I really didn't have any problem with Ben. I really didn't. Um, I feel like she could have given more. I feel like she could have been given more to work with. No hate against the actress. No hate. I never really seen her or anything because I really can't comment more on. I really can't comment much of that. Um, Tom Hiddleston has a wife who is in the Marvels. She plays Ben. And in fact, I didn't know that Tom Hiddleston had a wife like a few months ago. I didn't know that, but yeah, that was actually pretty cool. But yeah, I don't, I think Ben was kind of like K villain, not the worst Marvel villain in my opinion, but definitely kind of like okay, no, Joe is fine. And here's I'm not really one to like hate on something like this. I'm not really one to hate on things like this. I always like to be optimistic about things especially when it comes to Marvel. Quantum and Thor: Love and Thunder. That's a completely different case. But in this case with the Marvels, I actually want to be optimistic about it. I'm actually gonna rewatch it next weekend with my little sister, which is gonna be fun. But yeah, I really didn't have a problem with Ben. Okay, what else? What's this? Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. Thanks, Doc. I'm sorry. What is this? I'm sorry. What is this? Is this? Is it? Hold up. Just. I don't know. No, that's right. I don't know. Oh, never mind. It's emojis. Oh, never mind. It's emojis. I didn't see that in StreamYard. It's actually emojis. I really didn't know that. Sorry. Sorry about that. Yeah. I know it's nothing. It's nothing. So yeah. What else? What else about the movie? CGI. I only noticed maybe like one or two bad CGI shots. I'll be seeing the Marvels in theaters in week 9. Week 9. Like what? Like which week are you talking? Like the next week or something? I don't know. But what else? The CGI. I really like talking about the CGI. Like I only maybe only noticed like one or a few crappy CGI shots, but overall I thought the CGI was actually kind of fine. I thought it was like fine, you know. Um, what else? What else? Yeah, I wrote how much they comment on the CGI. Other supporting characters. Nick Fury. I do want to talk about Nick Fury. Nick Fury. I started enjoying Nick Fury. I started to enjoy Nick Fury in this. I feel like he gave everyone more given to work with. And here's the thing: I feel like they could have increased the runtime by a bit more. I feel like they could have increased the runtime by a lot. It's like maybe that's an extra 30 minutes. But yeah, I feel like Nick Fury could have been given way more talk. Could have been given more screen time. I feel like. But yeah, I really don't like. I really don't have a problem with Nick Fury. No. What else? Oh yeah, I think that's all I have to say for the Marvels. I think all I have to say like, positively for the Marvels. I do have a few negatives. Like, I do have a few negatives. The movie is a 7 out of 10 for me. I do have a few negatives. Some of the jokes were cheesy. Didn't land for me. Some felt forced. There was one scene in the movie I was like, what? I was like, what's this? Like, what the hell am I looking at? It was so questionable that it was so bad that I actually laughed. I was actually laughing because it was just so bad. I what else? Maybe Dark Ben could have been a negative. Maybe Dark Ben could have been a negative. What else? The jokes. That sequence that everyone's talking about. I feel like that was like one of the dumbest things I've ever seen in the MCU. Right next to MODOK's floating head and that Holes guy from Quantumania, like. But yeah, I feel like that scene with Captain Marvel and that what's his name again? What's his name again? I don't know. I don't care. Basically, the guy that is on that singing planet or whatever, who's like the prince or king of like that singing planet or whatever. I don't know. But yeah, I think that's all I'm going to say for the Marvels. Okay, I'm starting to remember. There's one big negative, and this is not my negative. I feel like this is everyone's negative. Is that people are complaining that you have to watch like 5 projects just to be caught up with the Marvels, and I think that's where we're kind of like people kind of overreact with that. There's like you have to. I think people say they have to rewatch 5 Marvel projects to be fully caught up with the Marvels. The first Captain Marvel movie, Endgame, WandaVision, Miss Marvel, and Secret Invasion. And I feel like, I feel like first you don't need to watch Secret Invasion. I feel like that's like such an unnecessary show. You don't need to watch. You don't need to watch Secret Invasion. Okay. But here's the thing. Like, if you only saw like one of these projects at least once or at least twice, and you still kind of have like the basic idea of what happened, then you're good. Like you're good. I mean, I still have like a basic idea of like what happened in the first Captain Marvel movie, what happened in Endgame. I mean, Endgame I rewatched that movie multiple times, but Miss Marvel, WandaVision. As long as you have the main idea, at least as long as you have like the base idea of where have these characters been, what's been going on, you can enjoy the movie. I feel like that's actually kind of like a dumb thing, just to rewatch 5 projects that are like most of them are mid. Like really, I feel like that's like such a stupid thing to do. As long as you have like the main idea of it, you're good to go. I really didn't have any problem or I didn't have any trouble like trying to understand what the hell was going on. Like, I really had no trouble with that. So I feel like that's like something people overreact on. Maybe it might be like a general audience thing, but with a Marvel fan like me, I don't think it's much of a problem. But yeah, that's probably I think the negative that everyone is hating on this movie. I think my guys are okay, whatever. But yeah, that's gonna be it for the non-spoiler review. Now let's go on to spoilers. Spoiler warning if you don't want to. Um, spoiler warning. Mm, coming at your face. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What is this? Who is this? Who is this? WTS Red. Who is this? Yeah, that's my one. Yeah. Why Carter? Yeah, why? I want to know what the hell's happening. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take it. That's an error. Okay. What's this comment? Yeah, I'm actually gonna. Yeah, I just had to hide these messages. But yeah. Now, with that out of the way, um, spoiler talk. If you don't want to have any spoiler, if you don't want to be spoiled for the Marvels, click away and come back later. I'll be talking about more about. I'll be talking more. I might split this stream into. I might continue to stream maybe next week. But after that, but I do want to bring back painting streams next week. But we shall see what happens. But yeah. So spoiler talk. If you don't want to be spoiled, click away. If you don't want to be spoiled, then whatever. So I feel like you should give a bit of time for All right. So spoiler talk. Here we go. So at the end of the movie, so like basically, Miss Marvel's bangles are happen to be kind of like multiversal tech or something. Multiversal tech. I mean, we kind of knew this from the rumors that both Kamala Khan's bangles and Shang-Chi's rings are actually sort of Kang tech, which I feel like this movie does kind of prove on that more. Because basically, they say that in the movie, they say that Kamala Khan's bangles are actually called the quantum bands, and quantum bands, they're able to open a tear in time and space, and space time. Um, so yeah, I think that just kind of proves the theory more that Kamala Khan's bangles are connected to the multiverse somehow. And then that leads us to the end where basically Darban gets the bangle, and gets like the gets both bangles, fights Captain Marvel, and she basically opens up a tear in space time, which is the beginning stages of an incursion. Now, if you don't know what an incursion is that it's basically when the boundaries between two universes basically erode, basically just kind of like disappear, and then both universes collide into one another, destroying one or both entirely. So that's pretty much the idea of an incursion. And here they kind of do it something similar in the MCU, where they kind of open it, where basically a hole in space time. Just like a tear. I can't speak right now. Darban tears a hole in space. Tears a hole. She tears a hole in space. Okay, it was nice talking to you as well. But yeah, so basically, Darban does this with the Bengals. Boom. She basically opens a portal to another reality, which begins the stages of an incursion. And then basically, Monica basically tells Carol and Kamala to charge her up. And there's one thing I didn't like in this movie that I forgot to mention, is that there's like these split scenes, like these like split screens or whatever. Like they're like these split, like I don't know what it is. Like one side is Miss Marvel, one side I don't know how to explain it, man. And it was like what? I was like, what is this? It was like such a dumb scene in my opinion. And it kind of reminded me a lot of Power Rangers. It kind of did remind me a lot of Power Rangers when they did that. When they kind of like attacked, like like one, like they kind of split the camera in a way. That was kind of like a dumb thing. I really didn't like that at all. So Captain Marvel and Miss Marvel charge up Monica. Monica goes to her universe, basically closes the portal, and yeah, that's it. That's how they do an incursion. Um, and honestly, I mean, this is confirmed to be a multiverse movie now. It is a multiverse movie, but at the same time, like that's how you do it. That's how you show us, like how that's how you show us an incursion. Not an incursion exactly, but like really, that's how you do it. Really, like I was expecting an incursion actually happening. They actually just prevent it. Like I thought it was actually going to sort of make create stakes, but like really, that's how you show us our very first sort of like incursion in the MCU. Oh my god, it's cool, man, but yeah. So then Monica gets stuck on their side, and yeah, Miss Marvel. I think Miss Marvel and her family or something move into, or Captain Marvel or something moves into Monica's old house or childhood home or whatever. And then at the end, Kamala goes to New York or something, and basically we have a parody of how Nick Fury recruited Iron Man in the post-credit scene of Iron Man 1 for the Avengers. So basically, Kamala goes to New York, goes into Kate Bishop's lair or something, and then yeah, she basically makes a parody of like, oh, you thought you were the only kid superhero in the world, putting together a team. Do you know I haven't had a daughter? Kate Bishop was like all confused, like, girl, what are you doing? And then like, basically, it's basically just it's basically a setup for the Young Avengers, which was really cool. That was really cool. I know I'm going all over the place. I don't have any notes. I'm just like talking. I'm just talking, man. I feel like I'm gonna lose my voice after this. But yeah, it's pretty much a setup for the Young Avengers, which now we know are actually finally coming. Marvel has been setting up these. Kara has been introducing all different Young Avengers in each project. We got Wanda's kids, Wiccan and Speed, Kate Bishop, Patriot, Kid, Loki, Ironheart, Miss Marvel, Cassie Lang. Like, we pretty much have a good Young Avengers team. Now, at the moment, the only confirmed members are Miss Marvel, Kate Bishop, and Cassie Lang. Those are the only confirmed members for the Young Avengers. And I feel like you're going to get Ironheart in there, America Chavez, Wiccan, and Speed from another universe, maybe. And I don't know how they're going to get Kid Loki. But I definitely do think they're going to bring in Patriot, who's Isaiah Bradley's grandson, who will most likely become Patriot in Captain America, Brave New World, or whatever. I don't know. But can't wait to see the Young Avengers in the MCU. And I hope we do kind of get a Young Avengers project, hopefully, before King Dynasty. But yeah. But then the post-credit scene. Let's finally talk about this post-credit scene. I've been talking for 30 minutes now about this movie, and it's just getting ridiculous. But yeah, the post-credit scene, man. Really. So yeah. So Monica wakes up in a high-tech lab or whatever. She sees her mother. Her mother has no idea who she is. And it was kind of like they tried putting some emotion there. I was like, yeah. And I already saw the post-credit scene online. But then, like, her mom's like, but yeah, who are you? Who are you? And then, basically, a big furball walks in, that being Kelsey Grammer's Beast from the old X-Men movies, which was just super exciting. And he basically had more of a comic accurate look to him. Yeah, that was cool. That was actually really cool to see Kelsey Grammer's Beast in the MCU. That was actually pretty cool. In a different universe. And Monica's pretty much stuck there, And then, like, we thought, and this was kind of leaked. I was like, you know what? If Monica Rambeau is in a different universe, kind of like an X-Men universe, so is this like, I don't know, Earth 838 from Multiverse of Madness or something? But then when Beast name drops Professor X, I was like, okay, this isn't Earth 838 because I wanted to kill Professor X in that universe in Multiverse of Madness. So no, it wasn't. I just wait a moment. So there's. All right, we are back. So yeah, where was I? But yeah, man, Beast was pretty cool. Beast was cool. But yeah, man, like that sort of sets up Deadpool 3. I also thought about Professor X. So yeah, this really isn't Earth 838. This isn't, which I'm surprised by. But yeah, man, that's gonna be for the post-credit scene. It was cool, but very, very mediocre. Like, and one stupid thing is that they literally showed this post-credit scene in the trailer, like in the final trailer. Marvel, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Basically putting a post-credit scene in the trailer. Really. That's the best you can do, huh? So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. Really, Marvel? This is how you're doing this? Dude, you know what? I feel like I should stop live streams. I feel like I should stop live streaming. I feel like I should really stop live streaming. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Marvel, very mediocre post-credit scene. And now, that's, with the Marvels out of the way, that's gonna be it for the Marvels. I'm also gonna post my review up later today. But on my community tab post, but that's in for my stuff from Scissors, man. But yeah, that's going to be it for my Marvels review, and I give the movie a 7 out of 10. But yeah, now finally done with the Marvels, and let's move on to Loki season 2. Just let me check something here. Everyone watching? Anyone? Oh, TLS, you're still watching. Thanks, man, for staying on to this stream. Thanks. I feel like I'm done with my voice. Get some more on my mic. But yeah, let's talk Loki season 2 finale. It's been about a week now since the Loki season 2 finale came out, and it's still, I think, the best finale. And I really didn't get my thoughts about this. I absolutely loved the finale. I think that was by far one of, if not the best written Marvel thing, one of the best written things Marvel has put out. The entirety of Loki season 2 was just perfect. You know, from the writing to the characters, the CGI, the feel, the look, the soundtrack, everything Loki season 2 was perfect. I was kind of worried about the season. See, it was not going to be good or bad, but it exceeded all my expectations. I absolutely loved Loki season 2. One of the best things Marvel has put out since a while. Right next to Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh my god, I'm so tired. Loki season 2 was by far, I think, the best written Marvel project since Endgame, or no, since Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. And Loki was just given such an amazing character arc. He has just had the greatest character arc in the MCU, and is the best written character ever. He's like the best written character in the MCU. Period. Okay. Spoilers for Loki season 2, although this season has been out for at least a week now. Loki literally is now at the heart of the multiverse. And, like, bro, yeah, I'm still kind of in disbelief. I'm still kind of thinking about the finale to today. Because it was just so good. Loki is literally the best written character in the MCU, you know? From a selfless or a selfish villain to now, literally, the thing that's holding the multiverse together with the multiverse tree, and him just, oh my god, it's just truly one of the greatest character arcs in the MCU. I don't have any notes for this. I just don't care for any notes. But yeah, and yeah, I'm still thinking about it. I'm still trying to figure out what to say about it. like in that like in the final scene where you just see Loki just sitting down, just smiling, with the epic Loki theme, just perfection. Like Martin Source, like Martin Scorsese, Scorsese, say that's cinema. Although it's TV, but whatever. But yeah, so Loki season 2 is actually kind of like the thing that Marvel needs to do now. Like have self-contained stories. Like it basically has a self-contained story, but sort of just like helps, like kind of gives hints of what's coming next. That is something that Marvel has just not been doing at all, because it's like been, I feel like every movie is just a setup, 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 setup. Oh yeah, we just had this movie just to set that thing, or we just had that movie just to set that thing. Quantumania is a perfect example of that. Um, but yeah, I think Loki is kind of does the thing that Marvel has been lacking, has been sucking at recently. And one thing, I don't know if many people know this, Loki season 2 they did not reshoot anything. They didn't. It's like the one MCU project that didn't require any reshoots. They stuck to the script. They they stayed fully committed to the script. No rewrites, no reshoots, nothing. They stayed strict to the script. They basically just like stayed. They know the story they wanted to tell, and they stuck to it, which is the reason why it's so good. I mean, they had to rewrite episode 5, but they did it before they filmed it. Like, that's the thing that Marvel has been lacking recently. Like they keep doing half-baked scripts. Yeah, I might have to do a face reveal at some point. But Marvel stayed fully, but basically the directors stayed stuck to the script, which I think is just perfect. And like I said, it's like Marvel has been lacking that. They just keep bringing out these half-baked scripts, always reshoot things. Like they literally reshot the ending of Quantumania a month before the movie came out. A month. Yeah, man, just get these directors and writers to be the ones to basically helm everything. Have them just work on every single MCU multiversal project. A month is crazy. Yeah, I know a month is crazy. A month is crazy for Marvel just to reshoot an ending. Really, like that's just so stupid. That's just so stupid, because I think the original ending was that Kang was going to escape, while hoping, hoping Scott got stuck in the quantum realm. Like it's just so dumb they reshot that. But yeah, it's good that Marvel stuck very closely to the script and not now reshoot anything for like season 2, which is something they really need to do now. Although they're gonna have to do like a month of reshoots for Captain America: Brave New World, unfortunately. But let's hope they can. Let's hope with future projects like Thunderbolts, Blade, Fantastic Four. Let's hope they stick to the script. They stick to it. No rewrites. Nothing. They finish the script before they start filming, and then boom, they will have a good movie. Because that's like the thing that's been really hurting Marvel recently. It's the writing. The writing has not been that great at all. So let's hope it gets better with the future projects. And Loki season 2 does set up Deadpool 3, but basically the TVA hunting down Kang variants. Oh my god, this mask is actually coming. Should I do a face reveal? Should I do a face reveal? Just do like a face reveal or something, I don't want people to see my face, but like, how about an eye reveal? How about like an eye reveal? Uh, I mean, still, as you're the only one who's watching here. Yeah, that's an eye. Yeah, this is an eye reveal. It feels like. But yeah, I'm not gonna show my face. But yeah, so the TVA will be hunting down the Rain King variants, and this is kind of like a way they can rewrite. Yes, yes, an eye reveal. Yes, yes, I know an eye reveal. Yeah, eye reveal. Those are my eyes, along with a shitty pimple. Yeah, not gonna do a fish reveal until 1K, unfortunately. So, and we're at the halfway point of with 500 subs, but maybe for 700 subs, I will do a face reveal. Maybe. Until I feel comfortable with it. But I mean, basic bricks and eye reveal. So yeah, I might just have to try. I'm just gonna maybe turn off my camera, just so I can get the stupid mask off. All right. All right. So yeah, now with that mask off, I can finally talk. Uh, all right. Yeah. So basically, this does set up Deadpool 3, where I think the TVA will be pretty much be recruiting different heroes across the multiverse to basically fight Kang. But now with this, they can't rewrite Kang. They can't rewrite Kang. You know, the TVA just takes care of all the Kang variants. I mean, we also did get a Quantum Mania reference there, but I think there's like a way for Marvel just to like rewrite Kang because there's been just so much drama going on with that, and we'll get into that later with the change of plans for Kang Dynasty. We will get into that later. But now, yeah, let's talk about Deadpool 3. So I'm just going to kind of like, just talking very briefly about Deadpool 3 because there really isn't much to talk about. All we know is that Deadpool 3 will continue filming next in a few weeks, and it will pretty much be the only Marvel movie to come out next year, which is, I think, is good, because Marvel does need some breathing room when it comes to like what amount of films and projects it's been putting out. I mean, we're still getting a bunch of Marvel content next year with Echo, X-Men 97, Agatha, unfortunately, and oh yeah, and Spider-Man freshman year. So we're still getting a plenty of Marvel content next year, but with films, we're only getting one Marvel film next year, which I think is actually good. That we're only getting one Marvel movie next year, just to give Marvel some breathing room. And it's a Deadpool movie, which will most likely make around $1 billion because Hugh Jackman Wolverine's coming back. And I think the main plot behind Deadpool 3 is that the TVA will be recruiting, like I said, will be recruiting different heroes across the multiverse to form a multiversal or Avengers army or whatever to fight off the Kang variants. Now we don't know where they'll be putting these heroes. We don't know where. Rumors have said that they'll be putting them on Battle World. Although Battle World is kind of like like uh like yeah, Battle World is kind of like a formation of different destroyed universes. So I don't know how. Maybe what might happen is that they might either prune them and put them in the void. I feel like that is a good way of putting it, but at the same time, I don't know where else they could put these multiversal heroes. And did say that they're going to be coming from dying universes, which I think universes are close to universes that will be are close to having an incursion with another universe. We don't know, but that's what the rumors have said. And I think that's actually good. And so basically, the TVA would have recruited Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. They would have arrested Deadpool because of him messing with Cable's time watch at the end of the second movie. And then, Deadpool gets with Wolverine. They basically have a body. It's basically a body count movie, which I'm very excited for. I can't wait to see Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine in that suit. Perfection. So that's gonna pretty much be Deadpool 3, and I think, and I heard that this is gonna be one of the most important movies right next to the Avengers movies. So Deadpool 3 will pretty much set up the Avengers movies in massive ways, which I'm actually very, very excited for. But like, as long as it's a self-contained story that leads into the larger story, I'll be all down for it. I will be all down for that idea. Don't mind me. Yeah, I'll be all down with that idea. And my phone's about to die. Good grief. Just let me get my power bank. Just to charge the phone. Just getting my phone to charge my power bank. TL edits. If you're still watching, feel free to ask any questions. Feel free to ask any questions. So just don't leave me hanging here, man. But yeah. So where was I? So yeah, I think it's as long as like Deadpool 3 has a very good self-contained story, but still sort of sets up the future of the MCU. I'll be fine with that. I will be completely fine with that. So yeah, and like I think it's kind of rumored that Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man will show up. We don't know, but Deadpool 3 will pretty much. When will the next custom fake video be, and who will it be? Okay, good question. Like I'm working on both Loki season 2 and the Marvels back to back. I will actually show you the progress I've done on Loki season 2. I think I was showing the progress for the Marvels. I can put that face mask on. But it will most likely maybe be Loki season 2. It's me. I get the Loki figs here. So here's what I've done on Mobius so far. It's pretty much just a custom jacket. This was the original torso I was going to use, but it looked so messy. But I'm going to be redoing the torso, so something a bit more light on Mobius right here. I don't know if you could really see that, but yeah, that's Mobius so far. Still got to do a lot of work on him. I recently revealed Loki. Damn lamp. Where's the damn lighting? I recently revealed Loki on the channel. There he is. I don't think this has a focus cam, but yeah, that's Loki. I still got to do a few more things on him. And Sylvie is actually the figure that will have to require the most work. There she is, like with like a painted torso, with a painted base torso. And I still have a lot to do. Did the base trench coat for her. I did do the base trench coat for her. I still have to do some work on the arms and the entirety of her legs. So yeah, Loki season 2 will be the next showcase. Loki season 2 will be the next showcase, and then hopefully the final showcase of the year will be the Marvels. If I can get these figures done on time, if I can. I do think I have plenty of time if life could give me enough time, because the school's been the school has not really been helping me that much with this. But hopefully I will get the Loki season 2 showcase and the Marvel showcase out before the year ends. Oh shit. But yeah, and if I did not show the Marvels yet, that's Captain Marvel so far. She's just paint work. And Photon, same as well. I'm not gonna be looking forward to painting the back. I do have to finish painting her arms though, and paint some detail. And I'm actually I might sand her maybe here. I maybe might sand her legs today or something. Maybe. And Miss Marvel, so I gotta do the entirety of her. But we will see if I can get the showcases out done on time. Now I'm gonna turn off my camera. So yeah, that's that's the answer to your question, TL. That is the answer to your question. So yeah, wait, Wow, we've been going on for an hour. We've been going on for almost an hour. Great. All right. So back to Deadpool 3. But I think I think Deadpool 3 will maybe have Tobey Maguire's friend. Like I said, I don't know. But yeah, I think that's gonna be it for Deadpool 3. I think I might kind of like just keep these streams smaller. I'm gonna do this stream every week or like every few weeks or something because I don't want to stream every weekend. But yeah. Yeah. So let's talk some Fantastic Four. With the recent new casting rumor, which I'm really getting sick of these casting rumors. I'm really getting sick of these casting rumors, man. So it's recently been reported that Pedro Pascal has been offered the role of Reed Richards. Oh, right. Right. Yeah. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's not as bad as Adam Driver, but it's not good. And now look, I love Pedro Pascal as an actor, but I don't think he'll be good for Reed Richards. I just don't see him being that arrogant character that you don't want to be around. If that makes sense, I just don't see him. I just don't see him as Mr. Fantastic. I don't see him. It just feels like really that is what the wait was worth for. Was that really worth the wait? You know what I mean? Was that really worth the wait to know who Reed Richards will be? I mean, Vanessa Kirby's pretty much already locked in to play Sue Storm. That's been like the most rumored casting for Sue Storm, and I think that casting's amazing. That casting's perfect. Joseph Quinn, rumored as Human Torch. Not my first pick, but so good. So I'd love to have Jim Carrey. No, not Jim Carrey. I mean Joe Keery as a Human Torch. And the actor is the thing. I really don't matter. The thing to me, as long as he can match the vibe, as long as the actor can match the vibe of the thing, and the voice, that'll be fine with me. That'll be completely fine with me. But yeah. But yeah, I mean, Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. No, I feel like they could have gone with Pat Badgley. I mean, Pedro Pascal is at the right age for what Marvel's going for, with them already having kids. Valeria Richards and what was Reed Richards' son again? Franklin Richards. So I mean that's kind of like the right age, but at the same time I don't think so. And the rumor casting choice, and we also got a rumor casting choice for Galactus, who will be the main villain of Fantastic Four. So Javier Bardem is rumored to play Galactus in the MCU or to voice Galactus. Didn't see him in anything, but I do think as long as he has like a deep voice, I think it'll work with Galactus. Some rumors have said that it could be some previous rumors were that it could be Antonio Banderas as Galactus, which it'll kind of sound weird to me hearing Galactus have like a Spanish accent. That would just sound weird to me. That's not what Galactus is. I don't want Galactus being from Mexico. Cyber, welcome. Sorry, I'm late to the party. I just finished my homework. Well, after this stream, I'm gonna have to go revise for my psychology quiz I have to retake on Monday because I sucked at it. So I can fully understand why. But I just gave my review for the Marvels, talked about Loki season 2, Deadpool 3, and now we're talking about Fantastic Four. My voice is gonna kill me, I swear. I was just talking about Fantastic Four, about the recent casting rumor of Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. Still not the biggest fan of that, but yeah, I don't think. But yeah, well, let's talk about Galactus. I don't want Galactus having a Spanish accent. I don't think Antonio Banderas would do that great as Galactus. But look, Marvel's casting director is always right. You know, she always who was Marvel's casting director? So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I'm all ears. Sarah Haley Flynn, Sarah Haley Finn, who has been the casting director for the MCU, who has just always nailed Marvel castings. So I do have high hopes in her that she will cast the Fantastic Four good, and I hope she knows what she's doing. Because these have to be characters. Because these are going to be characters that are going to last on for the next 10 years in the MCU or even more. The Fantastic Four are just such an important team to the Marvel Universe that they're going to keep it on for like a long time, and I don't think Pedro Pascal could maybe be Reed Richards for that long because he's doing The Last of Us season 2. He's going to be doing another movie, and by the time they shoot Fantastic Four, his schedule will be already blocked up. I don't see how he can play Reed Richards next year. Now some people have been saying they want John Krasinski, and as much as I would love that, I can see he has denied. He has said that he has denied the role because he wants. I think a rumor said that he basically denied the role because he wants to focus more on writing and directing and not having to be not having to come back for sequels and crossover movies, which I can fully understand by that. I can fully understand why John Krasinski doesn't want to be Reed Richards for the main MCU timeline or for the MCU going forward. But I can see why. But still, as long as they get someone that actually matches the vibe of Reed Richards, I feel like Penn Badgley is still the best casting choice. But for the age and the direction they're going for this, I can definitely see why they want an older Fantastic Four. I was still like a younger one. I mean, like Kevin Feige has always wanted the kid. He's always wanted Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm's kids to be in the Fantastic Four movie. At the same time, I look, as long as the movie is good for me, that's all that matters. I did kind of want a bit of a younger Fantastic Four. And I do have complete faith in Matt Shockman. I think he'll bring such a good vibe to the Fantastic Four movie. But let's hope it's actually good. And and there's been and it's kind of rumored that the Fantastic Four movie will be that the Fantastic Four movie will take place in a completely different universe, but in the 60s. And I do kind of have a theory for that. I do kind of have a theory how they can kind of get involved in Secret Wars. That maybe what if if this movie takes place in our universe, what if we have Galactus win? He wins. He devours Earth. And Fantastic Four escape and probably to the TVA or something. I don't know. The Fantastic Four escape to another universe or something. Maybe the main MCU timeline. Maybe. And they help the Avengers fight Kang. I feel like that's actually such a good idea. And I think it will also not just make the movie more interesting. I think it will also do Galactus justice because we only seen Galactus once in live action, which was as a cloud in Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer. Which, as some of you don't know, Galactus is one of my favorite Marvel villains of all time. I absolutely love Galactus, and I want him done right. Galactus is just such a cool and just menacing villain, which I really want done right. And if he actually devours Earth and actually earns the name the Devourer of Worlds, unlike he did in Rise of the Silver Surfer, that will actually be a massive win. That will be such a massive win for me. And it'll just make the movie way more interesting. Okay, and that's I think at the end of Secret Wars, maybe they could kind of bring Galactus into the main MCU timeline and have him as the next big bad for the next saga or something. I know, but that's going. I know we're just going a little bit ahead of ourselves. We're going a little bit ahead of ourselves when it comes to that. But I think Galactus should definitely win in Fantastic Four. And it's also been rumored that Silver Surfer will be a female. Um, I don't want to hate on that. I really don't want to hate on that. But like, it's rumored that she might be a different character, not like a gender swapped Norm Rad. Okay, if that's the case, then fine. Or she might be playing a different version of. Look, if it's a different, if it's a different universe, I wouldn't mind that much. Okay, but still, okay. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for Fantastic Four. For the Fantastic Four, still not a big fan of Pedro Pascal as Reed Richards. Still not the biggest fan. That hope he can get someone better. But hopefully we get that cast announcement soon because we've just been going back and forth on this for the past 2 years at this point, man. Because I'm really getting sick of all these. Oh, that guy's gonna be playing Reed Richards. Oh, that guy's gonna be playing Reed Richards. At this point, man, anyone can be Reed Richards. At this point, Marvel can even go to James Charles and ask him, "Oh, hey, James Charles, you want to be Mr. Fantastic in our Fantastic Four movie?" Like him say, "Oh my God, oh yeah, I would love to be." No, I don't want that. I don't want that. At this point, that's just possible. At this point, okay, and I know I'm over exaggerating, but at this point, that's just possible, man. But and also like talk. Also, one thing I forgot to mention was lots of actors have actually denied the role of Reed Richards. And I'm like, why though? Hold just one moment. Just one moment, please. Sorry about that. Also, by the way, feel free to ask any questions. But like, where was I? Oh yeah, like a lot of actors have denied the role of Reed Richards, and I think due to that, because there's been a rumor that the Fantastic Four movie will be from Sue Storm's perspective. Okay, I don't see a problem with that, but I think that may be the reason why some actors have stepped away from that. I know we may talk about this in a previous in the next whatever the next stream is about the MCU talk. Maybe we'll dive more into that, but yeah, that's about it. But yeah, that's just my overall thoughts and opinions. But now, moving away from the Fantastic Four to talk about Avengers: The Kang Dynasty or Avengers 5. So recently, it's been reported that Destin Daniel Cretton, the director of Shang-Chi, has stepped away from Avengers: The Kang Dynasty. He was announced to be the director for Avengers: King Dynasty last year after the movie was announced. I was like, okay, cool, okay, cool. That's okay, cool, okay. But now he has stepped away, and so has the writer. The writer, good, not fan of Jeff Loveness, not fan of his writing. And I think he would have made one crap Avengers movie. Not gonna lie. I think he would have made one crap Avengers movie. But it's good that he stepped away. But it's kind of oh. Well, that sucks that that Daniel Cretton has stepped away from Avengers of the King Dynasty, which hopefully they can get the Loki season 2 directors to direct King Dynasty and Civil Wars, because it's also been reported that Marvel actually wants one director to helm both Avengers movies as a part 1 and part 2, similar to Infinity War Endgame and how the Russos did. And I don't think Dustin Dale and Credit would have been like the right choice for that. But seriously, they need to get seriously, man, they need to get the Loki season 2 directors on it, who are also, by the way, I forgot to mention this, who are also directing Daredevil Born Again, which that just gives me so much hope after Loki season 2. Just that gives me so much hope, and they're currently consuming Daredevil content, the Netflix series, and the comics, just getting inspiration. I'm just so excited for that. So I have complete faith in these guys for Daredevil Born Again, and I know that if they were given Avengers: The Kang Dynasty and Avengers: Secret Wars, we will be in safe hands. Okay, but yeah, there's been some recent rumor, and now talking about kind of like the most talked about rumor, is that Marvel is rumored to be stepping away from the Kang storyline, and rumored that they are gonna plan to replace Kang with Doom. Really, really. And it's not just due to the Jonathan Majors issue. It's also mainly due to the box office of Quantumania. And really, man, Jonathan Majors fine, okay? But there are multiple other ways you can do this, okay? They can keep Kang, but just recast the actor or stay on with Jonathan Majors. If Jonathan Majors is pledged innocent in the court case or whatever, then fine, Marvel can keep him, okay? But they're gonna have to recast him. They're gonna have to recast Jonathan Majors. Okay, there's no pretty much other way of putting it. They're gonna have to recast Jonathan Majors. Okay, they're going to have to. Okay, and I don't see any other way of Marvel, doing it. But and then replacing Kang for Doom, really, how do you switch Big Bad? I mean, they could get rid of Kang, I think, to Loki season 2. But here's my question: how do you switch the big bads in the middle of a saga? We're currently in Phase 5. We are done with Marvel 2023. Moving on to Marvel 2024, and then so on and so forth. And I'm like, really? You're planning to switch the big bad? You're planning to change the big bad this far into the saga? No, just keep Kang on, okay? Just don't put him in many projects, okay? Don't put Kang in many projects and set him up as a massive threat. Although Kang has lost 3 times, which makes him screwed for when the Avengers have to kick his ass. But yeah, man, I just think that's kind of stupid. Marvel wants to step away from it, but it also been rumored that Marvel will not be stepping away from the King storyline, but they don't know if they're going to recast Jonathan Majors or not. Now, look, I want them to keep Jonathan Majors. I think his performance as Victor Timely truly shows his acting range. I think the most menacing variant of King that he has played is definitely He Who Remains. And also, they kind of set up Kang and Loki's rivalry in the Loki series, but Loki's at the end of time, kind of holding multiverse together. But Kang is all over the place or something. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna do that. Maybe they could do something like that in Secret Wars, but I'm not sure. But they can get rid of Kang. They can get rid of him, and just recast Jonathan Majors. But I think it's best they recast Jonathan Majors. I think it's best they recast him. Although Jonathan Majors is literally has his acting range is just so damn good, and I want to see more of that. I want to see what else he can do with Kang variants such as Ramatut, Scarlet Centurion, and Immortus. I want to see what he can do with them, and and also I want to see how he can do with the Beyonder, because it's rumor that it's pretty much rumor that Kang will be that the Beyonder will be a Kang variant, or a Kang variant that will have similar powers to the Beyonder or something. I don't know. But I really hope that Marvel does keep Kang on, and I do think that Marvel will do that. And I'll be talking more about Kang Dynasty in future streams. Okay, but now we are going into our last and final topic, that being the rumored Avengers Eternity War. Um, Now this was listed as a trademark last year. Okay, and we thought, wait, is this going to be the next mega level event after Secret Wars? But I started thinking about it more. Could this be the rumored Avengers Secret Wars Part 2? You know, because before, like, when Infinity War was announced, it was rumored, it was basically confirmed to be Infinity War Part 1 and 2. Now, Marvel looks like Marvel's aiming for King Dynasty and Secret Wars to be a two-parter. But I feel like Kang Dynasty needs to be its own separate movie about Kang, and have Secret Wars be a two-parter. So like Kang Dynasty focuses on the main Earth 616 heroes, while Secret Wars focuses on all the multiversal characters. And I feel like that's what Secret Wars needs. I feel like Secret Wars needs to be a two-parter, and I think that that Eternity War may be that two-parter. Now Marvel could delay these movies, could delay Secret Wars and Kang Dynasty. I feel like they're gonna have to delay Kang Dynasty to 2027, Secret Wars to 2028, and maybe then rumored Eternity Wars movie to 2029. Some would say that is rumored to be in 2030, but like I don't think that's a good idea. But whatever. I think Eternity Wars is a completely different storyline in the comics. Like Eternity Wars doesn't really have any connection to the multiverse or something. I'm not, as far as I'm aware, I don't think it does. So I don't know how Marvel's going to do that, but Marvel always changes the source material. They always change what they do. They always do things differently from the comics. So it could go either way. But I do think that there's a high chance that Avengers Eternity Wars will be the second part to Secret Wars. Or what might happen is that, I don't know, maybe Eternity War might be the rename for Kang Dynasty if Marvel steps away from Kang, which I think would be kind of like a really stupid idea. But like it could either be Kang Dynasty, Eternity War, and Secret Wars, or something like that. I don't know. I don't know what Marvel could do with that. Okay, but I highly do believe that maybe Eternity Wars will be the second part to Secret Wars. Because I don't think they're going to do Secret Wars Part 1 and 2. I don't think so. But we shall see about that. But yeah, that's going to be it for this MCU talk stream. Now, I don't think this was like one of the best streams I've done. It's like kind of a really shitty one. But let's see if then future streams can do good. I really do want this to be I really want this stream to be screen recorded. Yeah, and also I do want to talk about, before this stream ends, I do want to talk about my Kang Dynasty version 2 trailer. Like I haven't talked about that enough at this point. So I got some news on that. And that's, I'm still trying to figure out. I'm still trying to figure crap out. I kind of did say I was kind of like gonna start. I kind of did start writing the scenes for it. I did kind of like start writing the scenes for it. But at the moment, man, it's like I'm still trying to figure it out. I already have the music done. Yeah, I already have the music done for it. I want to include some scenes with Miss Marvel being funny or something, but yeah, and also school, man. I need to do more prep work. I need to continue on doing prep work, and I want to finish writing all the scenes for before the year ends or something. But I don't think it's not going to happen after that. After I write all the scenes, I'm going to go into prep work. I'm going to be doing a bunch of test footage. So yeah, and I really want this trailer to come out. I really want this video to come out in August of next year. I really want that. But we will see what happens. I want to make this the best I can. I want to make this the best to my ability. I'll give more updates later on. So yeah, guys, that's going to be it. I'm most likely going to get back to work on some Loki Season 2 or the Marvels. I hope I can like maybe get a head start on Miss Marvel today. But yeah, guys, that's going to be it. I hope you all enjoyed this stream, and I maybe next weekend or maybe in 2 weeks, the next painting streams will come back. I hope, and I hope I can get the Loki season 2 showcase out before the year ends. I hope. But yeah, guys, it's gonna be it. I'm most likely gonna go revise for psychology, or I'm gonna have to get back to work on customs. I'm gonna go to the doctor to do something, and then I'm gonna have to revise for psychology, which I have to retake my quiz on Monday. So yeah, because I sucked my quiz and I've been sucking at school recently here. But my teachers still understand. My teachers understand that. But yeah, guys, for those of you who are still watching, or who are just joined, I'll make sure the stream is public. Just really look back at what we talked about, and yeah, I hope these streams get better. I hope these streams get more attention soon. Although I put zero effort into them at times, but yeah, that's gonna be it. I hope you enjoyed, and yeah, this is Lego News signing out. Have a great day, everyone.